Welcome to another episode of the JGTV Top 10 Video Countdown, where we count down the hottest trending videos, cover the latest pop culture news, shine a light on an older video, and highlight an artist you should be paying attention towards. And if you thought last week was quiet, this week is right there with it. The flow of new music has definitely slowed down over the past few weeks, but the countdown doesn't stop, so again, gotta make lemons out of lemonade for this week's episode. But let's get into the countdown. Kicking things off at number 10 is a returning entry that's back after about a month-long absence. Here's Be Her by Ella Langley.
She drinks wine by the glass, not by the bar.
Now's our number 10 video, Be Her by Ella Langley. Let's continue with the countdown this week at number 9, climbing up one spot from last week. Here's Self-Aware by Tipper City.
No smoke with no fire, no silence if there's...
Keeping things moving with our number 8, also rising one spot. Here's Earrings by Malcolm Todd.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Magazines, feelings, and
Now's our number 8 video, Earrings by Malcolm Todd. Let's take a break from the countdown and let's get into some pop culture news. At least more happened this week. Our first story is basically a continuing story from Jay-Z, where he wrapped up his 3-night anniversary concert series at Yankee Stadium. Final show was delayed by more than 4 hours after groups of people without tickets rushed the entrance, forcing officials to temporarily close the gates over safety concerns. Jay-Z eventually took the stage just after midnight, apologizing to fans and explaining that the delay was necessary to prevent anyone from getting hurt. Once the show finally got underway, fans were treated to surprise appearances from Beyonce, Rihanna, Usher, Pharrell, and several other special guests that appeared over the course of the weekend, bringing the weekend celebration to an unforgettable close. Now, just months before this group's highly anticipated debut, member Lexi has officially departed both Saint Satine and Hype Geffen. In a statement, the company said the decision came after an extensive discussion and that both sides mutually agreed to part ways. And this isn't the first time Lexi has stepped away from a Hype Geffen project. If you remember on Popstar Academy, Lexi voluntarily left the competition after learning it would follow a survival show format, explaining that the direction of the program did not align with her personal beliefs. Saint Satine was expected to debut before the end of the year, but with Lexi's departure, the group's future timeline is now uncertain as the company works through its next steps. As for Lexi, we wish her nothing but the best in her future endeavors. And finally, for some new music, Gracie Abrams released her latest album, Daughter from Hell, while Steve Lacy is back with his latest project, Oh Yeah. So if you're looking for something new to add to your playlist, be sure to check them out. And one final reminder before we get back into the countdown, the Nicki Minaj vs. Everyone video will be premiering this Sunday on the main JGTV channel. And this is one of the biggest projects I've ever produced for the channel, covering Nicki Minaj's biggest feuds and controversies over the past years. So don't forget to tune in this Sunday. Now let's get back into the countdown with number 7, rising one spot from last week. Here's The Cure by Olivia Rodrigo. And that was our number 7 video, The Cure by Olivia Rodrigo. Now at number 6, let's stay with Olivia Rodrigo for another video, falling one spot from last week. Here's Stupid Song.
Walking through the park with my head high, past all the college.
Now that we're halfway through the countdown, let's pause the countdown and shine a light on our throwback video of the week. And this week we're flashing back to the year 1985 with Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves. The song became the band's biggest hit, reaching the top 10 in several countries, including peaking number 9 on the Hot 100. But over the years, Walking on Sunshine has become one of the most recognizable feel-good songs ever recorded, appearing in countless movies, television shows, commercials, sporting events, and celebrations. More than 4 decades later, it remains a go-to anthem whenever people want to capture fun, upbeat, and positive vibes. So here's our throwback video of the week, Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves. Now is our throwback video of the week, Walking on Sunshine by Katrina and the Waves. Let's jump back into the countdown. Coming in at number 5, rising 2 spots from last week, here's I Knew It, I Knew You by Taylor Swift.
I knew you, all your blues like a mood ring changing color.
And that was our number 5 video, I Knew It, I Knew You by Taylor Swift. And let's move on to number 4, holding its position from last week. Here's Janice, Shut the F Up by Drake.
Hey, buried alive, someone condemn me up.
And that was our number 4 video, Janice, Shut the F Up by Drake. Let's pause the countdown again and shine a light on our rising star of the week. And this week we're highlighting Siku. Hope I'm saying his name right. a British singer-songwriter whose soulful voice has been turning heads since breaking into the scene. Blending elements of R&B, pop, and soul, Siku first gained attention through social media before building a growing fan base with emotionally driven songs and powerful live performances. His smooth vocals and heartfelt songwriting has earned praise from both fans and critics alike, making him one of the most exciting new artists to watch. If you haven't checked out Siku yet, now is the perfect time to dive into his music. And with that being said, here's Does She Knows by Siku.
Does she knows all the secrets?
As our rising star of the week, Does She Know by Siku. And before we continue with the countdown, a quick reminder that this week's top 10 playlist highlights is available now. The playlist updates every Sunday and help give these videos even more views and exposure. So make sure you check it out after the show. Well, now let's jump back into the countdown. Coming in at number 3, again, holding its position. Here's Hate That I Made You Love Me by Ariana Grande. Now's our number 3 video, Hate That I Made You Love Me by Ariana Grande. Moving on to number 2, again, holding its position. Here's Iconic by Mistake by the Hype Girls. Now's our number 2 video, Iconic by Mistake by the Hype Girls. And before we get to our top pick, let's recap numbers 10 through 2.
I just wanna be hurt so bad, it hurts so bad, it hurts so bad.
I wish that I could lie, but my love is in your head. You lost your earrings.
My head is full of poison, and no song could ever say I'm a heart made of wax and I'm melting. But I loved you, came back when it mattered, I saw.
Reach me, baby. Call my phone and say you need
I
me.
hate that I made you love me. It's like all you do, breakfast to dinner. I go with them bullet.
And with that out the way, it's time to reveal our number 1 video of the week. And for a 5th week in a row, it is Die Die by Shakira and Burna Boy, as the song continues its incredible run, now reaching number 1 on the Global 200, and it has no signs of slowing down, at least until when the World Cup ends.
From the day you were born,
That was our number 1 video this week, Die Die by Shakira and Burna Boy. As always, this countdown is based on YouTube views along with performance on the Global 200. And that wraps up another episode of the JGTV Top 10 Video Countdown. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. The following was a JGTV production. Thanks for watching.